Obstacles to accessing the labor market. Obstacles or barriers to accessing the labor market are experienced at many levels, but barriers are all structural. The obstacles are not uniform. They will vary depending on the context and often correlate with what social exclusion looks like in that specific setting. At the individual level, barriers can include exclusionary social norms, such as gender and care work norms, ableism, limited access to attain market-aligned technical and business skills, fewer opportunities to develop social networks, lack of teaching and training facilities with expertise, equipment, and skills to work with different groups, restricted mobility due to inaccessibility, gender norms. At the employer level, barriers to labor market participation can include discrimination, stereotyping, and stigma throughout the recruitment processes and workplaces, lack of awareness of company and employer on inclusive policies and systems to support diverse workforces, inaccessible transportation and workplace infrastructure. These are only examples of exclusionary barriers faced by job seekers. What else do you consider to be an example of exclusionary factors? You may use the 5 whys technique to identify examples of exclusionary factors. For example, if a job seeker does not know how to use a computer, this is a completely valid reason as to why someone may be excluded from many jobs, especially in a job market today that is increasingly dependent on technology. But to understand the root causes of the issue, one can use the 5 whys. For example, why doesn't the job seeker know how to use a computer? The individual may say they don't have access. Then again, why doesn't the individual have access to a computer? You may continue asking why until you reach the goal, which is to establish the root cause as to why the individual doesn't have access to a computer. In most cases, the root causes of these barriers are institutional and structural, and thus should be addressed through changes in policies, practices, and service provision.